Hi friends, thank you for joining me. My name is Angela Carner and I'm going to be taking you through a fun and challenging bar workout today. Let's begin with feet straight down from the hips and then hands just above your hips. Raise your right heel and then we're going to alternate heel raises without really changing the height of our head. So pretend you have a book resting on your head and your lower body is absorbing all of that movement for 4, 3, 2, very last one, both heels down, and then we raise our heels together and lower with control. So really slow on the lower and quick on the lift. So every time your heels come down to the floor, pretend floor is lava. You're gonna do a quick lift, slow lower for 4, 3, 2, very last one. Let's step our feet out wider than hips, alternating toe taps. As we're tapping that toe, I want you to think about lengthening your legs. So you're tapping your toe as far from the center line of your body as you can. Let's add an arm reach. So reach straight up to the ceiling, same side as the toe that's tapping. Here for 4, 3, 2. Last one, we take the arm across the chest. Continuing those toe taps, still reaching as far from the center line of your body as you can for 4, 3, 2. Last one, let's go up 4, 3, 2, 1. Across for 4, 3, 2, 1. We go up for 2 and across for 2. One more time, up 2, across for 2. From here, let's turn toes out to about 2 and 10. Arms in front, couple shoulder rolls back. So rolling shoulders up towards your ears and then letting them melt down your back. One more, please. Inhale. As you exhale, slide down imaginary wall and rise on the inhale. So exhale, lower. Inhale, rise. All 10 toes pressing into the floor. And when you look down, make sure you can see the arches of your feet. So thighs stay pressing back for 4, 3, 2. Let's stay down on 1, little pulses. So you're pressing the floor away to rise 1 inch. Let's circle arms back. So keeping abs pulling in, 4, 3, 2, last one, go the other way with your circles, little pulses. So shoulders relaxed and down, chin slightly lifted. 4, 3, 2, hold on 1. We're going to do a little hug. So round your back, take your gaze to the floor and then reach it out. If your legs are getting tired, you can rise up and do these with a straighter leg. So up to you. 2 more, please. Very last one. Reach the arms out. We're gonna lean to the left without moving our hips. Center, right, center. So think nice long spine here. Hips not moving. 1 more to each side, please. Bring it back to center. Rise, toes turn forward, so feet in parallel, and then dive forward. You don't need to move. I'm just gonna turn so you can watch the back of my knees as I bend and extend my legs. So nice long spine here, crown of head reaching forward, tailbone pressing back, gazes between your thumbs. Bend, extend for 4, 3, 2. Last one, heel toe, feet under hips, bend your knees, reach for the floor as you roll up. Nice and slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. And then come on up. So that's it for our warm-up. We're going to begin with 2 weights in the center of the room. I'm using 3 pounds. You can use any amount of weight that you would like. We'll begin with weights in front of our thighs, palms turned towards one another, feet in parallel. Right foot, I want you to step your right foot back. So you're gonna take a big step back, keep your right heel lifted, left knee bent. From here, I want you to lift your right arm, keeping your weight below shoulder height. left arm, and then raise both. Good, so it's right, left, both. And I want you to lower with control. So we're fighting gravity the entire time. And if you feel wobbly in this stance, you can step your right foot a little bit out to the right, a little wider stance for your lunge. One more set, please. From here, straight arms, we're gonna raise, so your weights are coming right next to your hips, lower down, and then both arms fly. And if you'd like to add on the fly, you can lift your right leg. You don't have to, it's pretty fun. Lowering with control. So when you're lifting that leg, abs really need to be engaged. So think of belly button pulling back towards spine. 2 more. Very last one. Land that right foot, and then from here we're gonna bring our chest up, curl the weights, and then tap the toe to the right side. So reach down, hinge, curl and tap. Good, reaching for the floor. Side tap, you have 4. 3, bringing your elbows right to your sides. Last 2. Here's our last one. I want you to hold it here. Weights at your shoulders, right toe to the side. We're gonna do an overhead press and lower. When you're ready, if you're ready, you can add a leg lift as you press. It helps to find a spot on the wall to stare at for balance. Here for 4, slow lower, 3, 2, very last one. When you lower, bring your foot under the hips. We're gonna lower our weights down. From here, left arm, forward raise, slow lower, right arm, lateral raise. So when we're working asymmetrically with different sides of our body, of course it would have to be. So when you're moving differently with each side, makes your brain work a little harder, gets the coordination going. It also makes your core work harder because we're off balance. One more of each, please. Slow lower. Last one to the right, and then we're going to move both arms together. So our arms are in an L shape here. Little micro bend in both elbows, shoulders relaxed and down. You have 4. 3 pounds getting heavy for 3. 2, slow lower, don't rush, and then hold it up on your last one, little tiny lifts. Lift, nice and small. Lift for 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, and then slow lower all the way down. Great work. So this time we're gonna step our left leg back, feet in parallel, weights in front of your thighs, palms in. So left heel is going to stay lifted and we bend our right knee. So we're lunging. And then from here, I want you to lift left, lift right, lift both. Good, so I want your gaze to be in front of your right toes, out about 4 feet at the floor. Make sure you're not looking at your toes. So back of neck is in line with spine. And remember, you can take that left leg out to the side a little bit if you're wobbling. So make a little wider stance with your lunge if you need to. Last set. From here, straight arms. We're gonna take our weights a little bit higher than our hips, lower, and then a fly. So if you're ready, if you want to, we're gonna add leg lift on the fly, and it does not have to be a big lift. You have 3. Feeling it in that right cheek. 2. Here's our last one. fly. And then from here, we're gonna bring our chest up, curl the weights, tap the toe to your left side, and then hinge and lunge. So again, find that spot on the wall. Every time you bring your weights to your shoulders, find that spot and bring your chest all the way up. So shoulders over hips, really important that we're standing all the way up and then hinge for 4, 3, 2, wobbles are okay. Very last one, we're gonna hold it here. Left leg to the side, I want you to overhead press, slow lower, and when you're ready, if you're ready, we're gonna take that left leg up every time we lift the weights. Focusing on that spot on the wall, keeping abs pulling in. You have 4 more. Exhale as you lift, inhale, lower. 3, 2, very last one. We're gonna slide our foot all the way down under our hips. Weights lower. This time, right arm forward raise, slow lower, left arm lateral raise. So we don't need to lift our weights any higher than our shoulders. What happens when we go above shoulders, I'm gonna show you right now, you get this. So you get shrugging, you get tension in your neck and in your upper body. So keep your shoulders relaxed while you do this. One more each direction. So last one forward, last one side, and then we raise together. So arms are in an L shape, keeping abs pulling in, little micro bend in knees and in elbows for 4, 3, don't rush, always go really slow so you get maximum resistance. 2 more. Let's hold it up on our last one, little tiny lifts. 3 pounds, getting real heavy. Lift for 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, and then just a slow lower down. Really good work. You can set your weights aside somewhere that you're not going to trip on them. We are done with our weights for today. So somewhere safe for the weights, and then let's grab our band. Band is optional, don't worry if you don't have one. Or if you don't feel like using one, that is totally okay. So band around the thighs, bar on the right to start, please. Heels together, toes apart, left hand on the hip. Raise your heels, step left to right. So heels are connected. I want you to slide down imaginary wall and rise. As you're lowering, fight gravity. So move really slow, like you're moving through mud. So you want to be resisting both directions. On the way up, think of squeezing your thighs together. So you're not squeezing your butt. Try to keep glutes relaxed. Glutes are going to be working because of that heel press, but don't squeeze your butt. Think squeezing thighs. 2 more. Last one. Let's hold it down. So thighs stay pressing back, tension on the band. We're going to reach our left arm forward, tap your left toe back without moving your hips. So I'm going to show you what this is not. Here's what we're not doing. We're not reaching all the way back as far as we can with our toe. We're reaching as far back as we can, keeping our hips perpendicular to the bar. So hips don't move. For 4, 3, 2, very last one. Let's add on. We're gonna step it back and then like, whoops, I dropped something. You're gonna hinge, lift, chest comes all the way up before you step to first. So we wanna make sure we're bringing our shoulders all the way up over hips. So again, pick a spot on the wall that's going to help you as a point of reference for bringing your shoulders all the way up. 2 more, please. Feeling this in that right thigh and cheek. Last one. After your hinge, right here, we're gonna hold it here. So chest is up, forward heel, right heel, lower, lift, and lift. Keep Knees and toes turn slightly out, so you need to have resistance on that band for 4, 3, 2, last lift, let your heel come down to the floor. Left thigh, we're gonna just press out, in. So when you're doing this press, the movement is coming from the hip. You're using your inner thigh to stretch that band a little farther for 4, 3, 2, very last one. Let's take left arm up overhead. We're going to do a little hip circle with our left leg. So tap your pinky toe, tap your big toe. Hips not moving. So it's really slow and controlled. Last tap back, and then hold it forward. So inner thigh to the ceiling. From here, we're gonna raise the leg and tap the pinky toe. Arm is moving in opposition to give us a little crunch in the left abs, left oblique. 2 more. Last one, hold it up please, and then little tiny lifts. So make sure you're not leaning back here. Shoulders over hips, abs pulling in, inner thigh to the ceiling, pulse 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, and come on down. Good job, kick it out a little bit. We're going to keep our band on, face your bar. So palms, light touch on the bar, and then left leg, bend it in half, please. We're going to do a hinge. So I want you to lower your chest towards your thigh and stand all the way up. Shoulders come all the way up over hips. So it's not a squat, it's a hinge. So we're not thinking sitting in an imaginary chair. I want you to think about bringing your chest towards your thigh. 2 more. Very last one, friends, hold it down and then little tiny pulses up. So we're moving from the hip, pretend you want to touch the ceiling with your toe. 4, 3, 2, very last one, we're gonna take our left leg. I want you to swing it out. We're gonna do a quarter circle. You're gonna bring your knee in line with your standing knee and then half circle back. I'll turn so you can see a little bit better. So we're going in line with our standing knee and then bringing your knee back behind your glute for 3, 2, very last one. Bring your leg back behind the glute. We get to stand up and then side lift. Lower knee to knee, hinge. Rise, side lift, knee to knee, chest to knee. Whew. 3 more. 2. Last one here. Hold your hinge, please. From here, we're gonna do a little forward knee sweep. So knee to knee, lift the thigh. Nothing else moving. We're staying down nice and low. Keeping neck in line with spine. So we're not looking down at our toe. I'm looking about where my hands are to keep the back of my neck nice and long. Let's add a heel raise. Every time we lift our knee, we raise our standing heel for 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1. Flex your foot, and then I want you to just press back like you're trying to kick the wall behind you for 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, and come all the way down. Good job. So we're gonna stretch. I like to pull my band up. You can pull it down if you want to, and then place your right foot on your left thigh and just sit back for a figure 4 stretch. So probably don't need to tell you this, our standing leg was the worker. So standing cheek on fire, just a gentle figure 4 stretch, and then come on up. You can replace your band. We have another side to do. So heels together, toes apart, right hand above the hips. Lift your heels and then step right to left. Sliding down imaginary wall with a neutral spine, neutral pelvis. So your tailbone is pointed straight down at your heels, no butt sticking out. Shoulders right over hips, making sure we're not doing this. So not leaning forward, chest up. 2 more, please. Last one. Hold it here. We're going to reach our right arm out, tap our left toe back, but we're not moving our hips. So remember, it's not as far as you can tap back, it's as far as you can tap without moving your hips. 2 more. Very last one, let's add on. So we're gonna tap it back, hinge like we dropped our keys, chest up, step in. Back, hinge, up, in. Keeping knees and toes, turn slightly out, and I want you to be really focused on bringing your chest all the way up from that hinge before we tap our leg in. Really important. 2 more. This is our last one after our hinge. Hold it here, please. Weight is in both feet, forward heel, left heel, lift and lower. So nothing else moving, hips pointed straight ahead for 4, 3, 2. Last one, we get to put our heel down on the floor, right thigh, press, relax. So it's just an external rotation of the thigh coming from the hip, like you're stretching that band a little farther for 4, 3. These are sneaky, 2. Last one, let's take right arm up overhead, right leg, little circle, keeping that bend in your knee and keeping your hips super still. So tap pinky toe in front, big toe in back. Beautiful. Forward, last tap back, and then we're gonna hold forward. So inner thigh to the sky, and then we crunch. So you have a bend in your knee, knees and toes turn slightly out, core pulling in. Make sure you're not leaning back. 2 more. Let's hold it up. Last one. Little pulses, like you want to touch your pinky finger with your big toe for 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, and come all the way down. Awesome job. Kick it out a little bit. We're going to face our bar. We're going to do our hinge series again. So this time, we bend our right leg in half. So light touch with both hands, feet in parallel, right leg bends in half. And then from here, chest towards thigh and rise. So don't even worry about this leg. Don't even worry about it. It's gonna do what it needs to do, which is pop up behind you. 2 more times, chest to thigh. Last one, hold it down, little pulses. Like you're trying to touch the ceiling with your toe and keep your gaze about on your bar. So we don't want to look down at our toe and strain our neck. Pulse for 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1, side sweep. So we take our knee to the side, even with our standing knee, and then bring it back behind the glute. Side sweep. Keeping that 90-degree bend. Bend in the knee does not change. You have 3, 2. Very last time to the side. Bring it back. We get to rise. Side lift, lower knee to knee, chest to thigh. So we get like just a second of relief right here, but I'll take it. A second is something. Side lift and hinge. Last one, please. Hold it down. From here, we're gonna do a forward knee sweep, knee to knee and lift. So I'm gonna turn just so you can see. So when you bring your knee in, exhale, inhale, and then let's add on, shall we? We're gonna add the heel. So every time we lift our knee, we lift our heel, knee to knee, heel lowers. Heel is optional, you don't have to. For 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, heel can be lifted, flex your foot, little presses back, like you're trying to kick a wall behind you for 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, and come all the way up. Good job. You can take your band off. We're done with our band. And then left foot on the right thigh, sit it back. We're done with our band for now. We're gonna bring it down to the mat with us. All right, open up that hip a little bit. And then let's grab our mat. So you're just going to need your mat and your band for the remainder of class. All right. I've got resistance bands everywhere. All right. So come on down to your mat. And then we're going to be looking to our right side. So whether you have, if you can move your device, move your body, you want to make sure you can comfortably look over to the right. So left forearm down on the mat, right hand next to left fingertips, belly button pulls in, and then walk your knees so that they're straight down from your hips. From here, right leg extends and we lift it up. So hip opens, abs stay pulling in. From here, we're gonna lower our straight leg and lift. Doesn't matter how low or how high your leg is going, your range of motion is up to you, but we do want to be sure that our spine isn't changing. So long spine, if you're lifting and you're feeling your back arch, you're going to want to make that smaller. Don't lift as high. 2 more. Very last one, hold it up. We're going to bend our knee, bring knee towards elbow or shoulder, and then extend. Good, so exhale as you bend. Inhale, stretch the leg as straight as you can. 2 more. Last one, let's bring it back to a bend. So your shin is parallel over the floor. We're gonna close, open. Fire hydrant. And open for 4, 3, slow for 2. Last lift, bring your knee all the way down. We're gonna rest our knee on the floor. Left palm goes down, so we're lifting our forearm. From here, right leg lifts. I want you to bend your elbows, little press up, lower the leg. Lift, press, up, lower. You have 4, 3, upper body totally optional. You can leave it out if you want to. 2, very last one. Bring it up. We're gonna cross right leg behind left knee and then extend the leg super straight with your big toe in line with spine. Belly button pulling up and in. Keep a little micro bend in your elbows. You have 4. Slow for 3, 2. Very last one. Hold the legs straight. Flex your foot. Bring your toes down to the mat. Inhale. As you exhale, we're gonna lift the hips, pull the knee towards chest, replace left knee, lift right leg. So toes go down, hip lift, leg lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, knee goes down. Good, these are hard. A little bit of extra core, 2 more. Very last one, friends. Big exhale. Set your knee down, lift your right leg, little pulses up. So again, we're keeping our back flat. We don't want an arch in our back. If your back is arching, lower your leg height. Lift for 4, 3, 2, hold on, 1, and come down for a child's pose. So big toes together, knees are wide. Just walk your fingers out. You can rest your forehead on the mat. And then when you're ready, bring it up. We're gonna get our other side. So you want to be able to see to your left, so you can just turn your body or move whatever you're watching on. So we wanna see to the left. So this time it's right forearm on the mat, left fingertips right near the right, belly button up and in, and then walk your knees so your hips are right over your knees. Left leg extends. We lift the left leg, hip opens. From here, Lower your straight leg and lift. So in this position where we have a forearm down on our mat, your leg can go significantly higher than if we had palms down, both hips pointed at the mat. So you can get your leg pretty high up when you have your hip open here. 2 more. Slow. Hold your lift. Last one. We're gonna bend, knee towards elbow, lift and extend. So exhale as you bend. Inhale, lengthen and lift that leg. 4 more. And your gaze can be right down on your hands. 3. This is last 2. Very last one. Extend the leg, and then let's bring it back to a bend. We're going to lower and lift. Keeping your shin parallel over the floor for 4. 3. 2. Last one, lift and then slowly lower down. Place your left knee on the floor, right palm presses into the floor, micro bend in the elbows. Left leg lifts, toe to the ceiling. We bend our elbows, press up and lower. Lift, little press up, doesn't matter how close or how far, you bring your nose to the mat. Abs pulling in. 2 more. Last one, make this your best one. Bring it up, and then let's cross our left knee behind the right. Extend the leg with big toe in line with spine. So what I mean by that is we're keeping that straight leg right behind your glute, not taking it out on a diagonal. So we want to be really precise, always. 2 more. Last one, flex your foot, please. Lower your toes to the mat, inhale. As you exhale, lift your hips, knee to chest. Replace your right knee, left leg lift. So big exhale as you crunch. Your back rounds here. Very similar to like a cat and cow breathing. You're in a cat situation. So you do have some flexion here. Belly hollow, spine is round. Keep your gaze between your hands. 2 more, please. Exhale. Very last one. Exhale. Lift your leg. Keep your foot flexed. Press through your heel. Little tiny lifts. Up, up. Good. So you want to feel it in your left cheek, not your lower back. So if you're feeling it in your lower back, make your movement smaller. Take your leg down a little bit lower for 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, and then bring it down for a child's pose. Great work, everyone. Big toes together. Knees wide. Just walk your fingertips out. You can let your forehead come down to the mat. And when you're ready, walk your hands back in and grab your band, please. We have one thing left to do. And we're going to lay down. So band is going around the thighs, just as we did earlier. So lay down on your back, and then I want you to have your legs in a diamond shape. So the arches of your feet are pressing together and your knees are out wider than hips. Tension on the band. Belly button pulls down towards the mat, so lower back is glued to the mat. No space between your lower back and the mat. And then hands behind the head, just at the base of your skull. From here, I want you to lift your right leg, lift your left leg, making sure lower back is on the floor. From here, we're gonna tap our right toes and lift. So just the right side. If you're feeling your lower back come off the floor, step 1, make these smaller. So don't come as far down to the floor. Step 2, you can also get rid of your band. 2 more on this side. Last one, bring it up, left leg, lower, and lift. So you should feel this in your lower abs. And having your lower back pressing into the floor, we want to make sure we can still breathe. If you're having trouble breathing doing this, Take your band off, make it smaller. 2 more. Very last one, bring your toes up. We're gonna lower both legs and lift. So keep breathing, inhale, lower, exhale, lift for 3, 2, very last one. Bring it up. We're gonna lift our shoulders and then lower, lift, press on the band. Lower, lift, press on the band. You can bring your head down anytime if you want to. You'll still feel this. 2 more. Press, last one. Lower, lift, press. Let's take our legs out, straight legs, slight turnout, and then we just cross, keeping tension on the band. So you want to make fairly big circles so that you have tension on your band for 4, 3, 2, very last one. Bring it back to center and then little squeezes out on the band. So if you feel your lower back coming off the floor, bring your legs up a little higher. If you want a little more and your back is on the floor, lower your legs for 4, 3, 2, hold on 1, and come on down. Oh, awesome work. So get rid of your band. Roll on up, take your time. And then heels, toes pressing together, soles of your feet. That's what I'm trying to say. So just a little diamond legs. So really press soles of feet together, and then you can walk your hands out. Keep a flat back here. Keep top of your head pointed up towards the ceiling. We don't want to round down and stretch out the ligaments in our back. So you want to keep a long spine, just open up the hips. All right, come on up, left leg extends. Bend right leg, left fingertips on the toes or on the legs, wherever it works for you, and then right arm reaches up. Both sit bones stay grounded. And then lower the right arm. We're gonna take it across the chest to your foot. So you should feel this in your lower back, side body, and then inner thigh on the left side. Bring it up to center. We switch legs out. And then place your right fingertips on your toes. Left arm reaches up and over. Really important that sit bones stay grounded here. Lower your left arm. Bring it across your chest. Both sit bones remaining pressing in the floor, really important. And then let go. We're gonna come to all fours for some cat and cow breathing. So fingers are spread out wide, shoulders right over wrists, hips over knees. Inhale, lower your belly, lift your chest, lift your tailbone, eyes to the ceiling. Exhale, spine goes up, tailbone curls under, head hangs. One more time, inhale, eyes to the ceiling, tailbone up, belly button lowers. And then exhale, spine up, tailbone curls under, head hangs. Bring it back to neutral spine, step your left foot between your hands. Right toes curl under, we lift our right knee and press through your right heel to open up this hip. Gaze is gonna be out in front of your toes, so you have really long back of your neck. And then bring your right knee down, keep your left foot where it is, walk your hands back, left toes to the ceiling. If you want a little deeper stretch in the hamstring and in the calf, you can reach for your toe. And then let's walk our hands back up next to our left foot. Left foot steps back, right foot steps between the hands, left toes curl under, left knee lifts. So press through that heel to deepen the stretch if that feels good for you. And then bring your left knee down, walk your hands back, keeping your left heel on the mat, left toes to the ceiling. Feeling this in the hamstring and in the calf muscle, deepening the stretch by reaching for your toes. And then let's walk our hands forward of our right foot, step left to right, and just hang in a forward fold. I like to wrap my hands around my legs. You don't have to, and then just nod your head. Yes, please. Shake your head, no thank you. Let your head just hang. One more, yes, please. One more, no thank you, and then bring your fingertips to the mat. Bend the knees And gently roll up slowly. Reach for the floor as you roll up. One vertebrae at a time. That is it for our class today. Fabulous work. I've had a lot of people asking me where Sammy has been, my cat. And she can't get in here anymore. I used to leave the door open for Wi-Fi when I recorded on Zoom, so she would come in here all the time. But now that I'm not using Wi-Fi for recording, Sammy can't get in. So don't worry, she's thriving. I'll try to like post some photos of her and I'll tell her you guys miss her. So have a great day, everyone.